Did you know that a single dead battery can render your entire home powerless? This phenomenon occurs when batteries are discarded without proper recycling. In the United States alone, over 3 billion batteries are thrown away each year. Most of these batteries end up in landfills, where they can leach toxic chemicals into the environment. Batteries contain heavy metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium, which can contaminate soil and water. If not disposed of properly, these chemicals can cause serious health problems for both humans and wildlife. So, what can you do to prevent this environmental disaster? The first step is to understand how batteries work and why they need to be disposed of correctly. Batteries are made up of two main components: the anode and the cathode. The anode is the negative terminal, while the cathode is the positive terminal. When a battery is connected to a device, a chemical reaction occurs between the anode and cathode. This reaction produces electricity, which powers the device. But when a battery dies, it can no longer provide enough electricity to power a device. In fact, a dead battery can drain an entire home's power supply, if not replaced promptly. But that's not the strangest part. A dead battery can also affect the entire electrical grid. This is because batteries are often connected in series, meaning they share the same electrical circuit. If one battery dies, it can cause a chain reaction, taking down the entire electrical system. Imagine a grain of sand containing an entire library. That's how complex the electrical grid can be. But don't worry, there are ways to prevent this from happening. The key is to understand how batteries work and take steps to dispose of them correctly. You can start by checking the expiration date on your batteries and replacing them before they die. If you're unsure whether a battery is dead or not, try using a multimeter to test its voltage. If the voltage is below 2 volts, it's likely that the battery is dead. But wait until you hear what comes next. There's a way to bring dead batteries back to life. It's called battery reconditioning, and it involves reversing the chemical reaction that occurs when a battery dies. By reconditioning a battery, you can restore its ability to hold a charge and use it again. This process is simple and can be done at home with just a few tools. All you need is a battery reconditioning kit, which can be purchased online or at a local electronics store. The kit usually includes a reconditioning machine, some special chemicals, and instructions on how to use them. To recondition a battery, start by disassembling it and removing the old chemicals. Next, mix the new chemicals according to the instructions and apply them to the battery. Then, use the reconditioning machine to activate the chemicals and restore the battery's ability to hold a charge. This process can take several hours, depending on the type of battery and its condition. But the result is well worth the effort. You can bring dead batteries back to life and use them again. And then something unexpected happened. Battery reconditioning became a viable business model. Companies are now offering battery reconditioning services, where they take in dead batteries and restore them to working condition. This not only reduces electronic waste, but also saves people money by extending the life of their batteries. For centuries, people have been trying to find ways to make the most of their resources. Now, with battery reconditioning, we have a way to give old batteries new life. But that's not all. Battery reconditioning also has environmental benefits.
By reconditioning batteries, we can reduce the demand for new, raw materials and lower the risk of toxic chemicals entering the environment.
This is especially important in developing countries, where electronic waste can have devastating effects on local ecosystems. In fact, where electronic waste can have devastating effects on local ecosystems. So, world, what can you do to make health an organization difference? You can start by checking your local recycling guidelines and making sure you're disposing of your batteries correctly. You can also consider buying rechargeable batteries, which can be reused multiple times before needing to be replaced. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try your hand at battery reconditioning at home. It's a simple process that can make a big difference in reducing electronic waste and promoting sustainability. But remember, every small action counts. Even recycling a single battery can make a difference. In fact, if every household in the United States recycled just one battery per month, We could reduce our electronic waste by over 100 million pounds per year. That's equivalent to the weight of over 50,000 cars, or the entire population of a small town. So, what are you waiting for? Start making a difference today and join the movement towards a more sustainable future. If you found this fascinating, subscribe for more incredible stories like this. Subscribe to explore more amazing discoveries and join our journey towards a more sustainable world.